And hello to all my Leo friends. I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free psychic tarot reading for March 2023. Now today they've dialed up for my great Leos, a storyline spread. This is a great spread for general readings because it casts a very wide net across the entire sign of Leo. We're going to be doing 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 different stories for different Leos. It's like a bunch of mini readings all in one, which allows me to be very accurate, as well as finding the story that is right for you. I've had people tell me that sometimes multiple stories do resonate with them, and sometimes you can get little great pieces of information all from the different stories. But at the end of the day, the main goal is to find the story that is a home run for you, and we're going to do that right here, right now. Spirit has asked that I conclude your reading with a scrub that I call a chakra scrub, and that goes through your chakras from 1 through 7, all the way down the list, and looking for problems, looking for things that we can adjust and get kicking better, and talk about the things that you're already doing very well. So it's kind of like a spiritual health cleanse, so to speak. And we're also going to conclude your reading with the rune stone. That'll wrap the whole thing up very nicely, and we're going to call this project March 2023. Everything is ready, guys. The cards are shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save us all a bunch of time. Now I'm going to bring you in my overhead so you can watch. I like to share my table with you and show you what's going on. Let's hit that button and get started there. And we are on and recording. Excuse me. Okay, Leo, what I'm doing now, these are my ritual cuts. Basically cutting each deck into thirds, putting them back together in a separate order. That satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot and is the same procedure for personal private reading, so it's just like you're here with me now. Then the cards are ready to go. Your storyline spread is a very cool one because they can talk about anything they want here. It doesn't have to be about one topic. It could be about many or different things. We can go from love to health to all over the place. So here we go. This is your first 5 cards. These are your core group cards. And then I expand out from there where I need to go. And that's actually going to be the end. How do I know that? Because this fella here, the Fool card, the Ferret, in this deck is facing inward. So that brackets me off like this. That's basically Spirit saying, full stop, we're good. We got enough here. The inverts are also good. We only got 1 blocked. Now the facings, they do matter and very much here. So we're going to have basically... Yeah, that one's pulling away. So it's going to be 3 stories. It's going to look just like this. I'm moving them around because at this point it doesn't matter. They're already kind of bonded. So here we go. That's the 3 stories. Now this one is just a pip card, so it's only going to get 1 card to describe it. And then, let's see. The strength card is going to get 2. Let me move it over like this. The table gets full with storylines. There's just no avoiding it. So I will move the camera around so you guys can see everything nice and clear in just a moment in case anything gets off of you. That one's done. And then over here, we got the Fool card up here. That's a major arcana card. So that also gets 2 cards to describe it. I have no people cards, nothing else to check there. The inverts are still good. Still a good distribution. So everything's ready except for the angel cards. Every single story is going to get 1. Angel card there. Angel card up here. And an angel card here. Okay, that's the whole thing, guys. I'm going to break this off of the stand here and show you up close. Get you a good view. This is going to be story number 1. I'm going to go to the little one for story 2. Then we're going to hit story 3, which is a medium-sized story. Relationship harmony, probably about love, or yeah, definitely about love. I see a cup in there. So yeah, we're going to get moving with that, guys. The cards are ready. I'm ready. You're ready. No reason to wait. Let's do it, Leo. All right. That's that last one. 1, 2. All right. I got my order. I got my spread in front of me. Ready to go, guys. Seeing it clearly. Story 1. We start with the Hangman card. Card about stagnated energy. That's not going to give you much to attach to. So let me keep reading before you kind of figure out if this one's for you or not. They talk about growth that is blocked or going slow. If you feel like, either just something in life, whether it's work-related, health-related, love-related, is just going way too slow for you right now and it's just stagnated, it feels like the wheels are not moving, or you're just spinning your wheels, you're not getting anywhere, that's what the Hangman implies. Now, they talk about that growth, too. So it's saying kind of both, one affects the other. You got stagnation, and therefore you don't get the growth you want. Well, sometimes we just got to be a little patient, and that's what they show here. They show the strength card next. Now, this is a great indicator. This is a great thing to see, Leo, because they're saying here that you already have all the tools you need. You're not missing any tools from your toolbox. You got it all. So there's no reason to procrastinate. There's no reason to wait or to get down or upset or perturbed, okay? Because they're saying you got it all. So you got to act courageously and sometimes act a little patiently while things unfold. Because basically what Spirit is saying here is that you've been dealing with just a little bit of pull and push. Little stupid things. That's what Spirit looks at it like. It may feel like a big deal to you, but you know what? It's actually not. From Spirit's perspective, this is just little human drama things that you've been going through. No big deal. Maybe fighting over something. That's what I'm hearing. Like some of you are actually like fighting with maybe a sibling or a friend over something, or basically just drama stuff is what it incurs here in story 1. So here's what you do about it. We got clear your space in my Angel Oracle card. Get rid of clutter. Clear the energy around you. We're going to talk more about cleaning the energy around you in your chakra scrub at the end of your reading. But before we get to that, this here in story 1, this is what you need to do. You need to get rid of stuff. It's like purging stuff. So you got to get things done. Projects, whether it's knock projects off the list, clearing out some stuff, physical space too. Getting the garage all cleaned up, getting the laundry room all cleaned up, something that you've neglected perhaps, or just, getting some people out of your life too. And we're going to discuss that in the moon cycle. So there we go with story 1. Interesting one for my Leos. We're starting off with a bang, Leo. All right, we move into story 2. That's 3. This is 2. Story 2, we talk about work mostly. This is for most of you, this is a work corner deal. This is a big place of your life too. Work corner is a big place. It's work, business, enterprise, area of study, collegiate courses, retirement, if you're over that age, what you spend your time doing, hobbies and interests, as well as entrepreneurship, learning new things, collegiate courses, all that bit. So, whatever that applies to you, this is what they mean here in story 2. If you're here with me in story 2, this is the time to hold back. If you've been thinking about, hey, I need to go change my job. Hey, I need to go for this promotion. Spirit's saying, this is not the time. This is not the time to be making changes in the work corner. This is the time to kind of ride the wave. You kind of keep things business as usual. Now, the reason they say that, is because we have the Empress coming in next, and it is on a block. This is an Empress on a delay. This is something brand new that's like to the touch new. But it's not here now. Basically, it's Spirit's way of saying, the next phase of what you're trying to do with work is at a later time. It's not March. It doesn't mean that you should be upset about it or sad about it or be like, hang your head low. That's not what this is about. This is about, hey, the timing has got to be better. Okay, if the timing's not right, I don't care what it is. If it's a relationship, if it's a job, if it's something with health, if the timing is off, it's very, very difficult to make things work and to come together. Okay, so timing is huge, and that's probably a timing issue with work. So whatever you got going on with work, I'd kind of keep it more business as usual. Probably the best advice I can give you. They also say take back your power. And in the card, it says use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings into your life. I stick with take back your power more so than the definition. Basically, it kind of infers that you've given away your power a little bit here. Maybe it's time to start thinking about how you can redo things different. Again, Spirit is not saying to act. This is a planning phase for work. This is not the time to make these drastic changes, but at the end of the day, that's what you need to do. And maybe you just need to take your power back at your current job and get back control of whatever it is that you lost. Maybe you lost your sanity for some of you. Maybe the emotional stress has hit you. Maybe the mental stress has hit you. So take back this power. Do not give it away to everybody else. Do not let them live rent-free in your mind or in your heart. It is not worth it. It's just a job for most people. Okay, so there we go with story 2. Before we get into your love story number 3, I do want to cut away. I want to tell you about the moon cycle forecast, what is coming up with the moons, as well as a brand new service and a brand new product. And here we go. It is moon cycle forecast time. When I tell you about the moon cycles, what's coming in and out, the first one we got coming here is the full moon. That happens on March 7th. Now, this influence is going to happen right here, right now. Most of you are checking out my video early in March, so this is the best time to start using that full moon energy to your benefit. And this is the best time to get anything out of your life that you don't want there, and it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a person. For some of you, it's people. You got to get rid of some bad baggage people. For others of you, it's baggage emotionally, also mental baggage, all that stuff, even if it's personal, physical stuff, like in a closet, cleaning out a closet, a garage, finishing an old project. If it's got to go out of your life, maybe cutting out sugar, cutting certain things out of your life, it doesn't matter what it is. Full moon energy is ideal for that. That peaks at the 7th, that's when our full moon is, but it doesn't have to be on the 7th. Anytime toward early March is great for that. Now, adversely, we have the new moon that rolls in March 21st, but those influences can start being felt as soon as about St. Patrick's Day, around the 17th. So when St. Patrick's Day hits, that's when you can start really trying to bring things into your life. Attract it. And that peaks on the 21st. You don't have to do it on the 21st. Anytime really around the week is the best time for that. But don't wait too far into March or you'll start getting back into the full moon energy. But talking about that new moon energy, that is the best time to attract, to manifest, and to bring new things into your life that were not there before. Trying to attract something new with work, something new with love perhaps, maybe start something new with health, or even do something new financially that you hadn't done before. These are all best things placed under the new moon, guys. So 21st is your ping date there. If any of this has confused you or you just like a little graphic aid, make it make sense for you a little bit more, I've put together a moon cycle cheat sheet. It is on my website and it is free. It is parked on the Talking About page, the page of stuff that I'm talking about. It is there every single month. I update that for you guys all the time. Also, brand new things while you're at the website. Make sure you check out the brand new gemstone. It is beautiful thing called Snowflake Obsidian. And of course, any black gemstones, those are your protective gemstones. Snowflake Obsidian specifically is a volcanic protector. So it is like a glass stone forged in the volcanoes. Very, very black with little white indentions on it, little white incursions, and those are called, that's why it's called snowflakes, Snowflake Obsidian. So it's the black with the little Dalmatian spots on there. Very pretty stone, and it is one of the earliest stones that was used for scrying. That's what Nostradamus did, seeing through water. So it has very ancient connections, connectivity connections, and it's good about bringing truths to the surface, as well as protecting and transmuting all those negative energies. We don't want any of those. So make sure you check out Snowflake Obsidian. I'm flashing pictures on the screen as I talk about it here, and have the full write-up for you on it too, so you can see all about it that I've done myself from lots of research on Snowflake Obsidian. So check that out. Also on the website, we have a brand new service as well, and this is the cheapest of the cheapest services. This is something that anybody can get at any time, and it is guaranteed the same day that you order it. It does not have to be booked. Wherever you book on the calendar, it doesn't matter. This thing turns around quick. It is a runestone reading. So it is an actual runestone that gets pulled for your energy, which you're going to see later in your reading for the sign. But let's say you want a runestone for your month, what you got going on specifically for you, or hey, maybe you're just having a rough go of it. You need a little inspiration here from Spirit. Runestone will do that for you, and I'll record that for you, and that is an audio reading, so you don't even have to be there for it. It pulls using your birth date, so that is worth checking out on the website as well. Very, very super affordable because it's so quick, but has a profound, lasting impression for you. So check all that stuff out, guys. Make sure you're signed up for the newsletter. That's at the bottom of every single page. Make sure you follow on Facebook as well, because I do giveaways on there as well. So that's it, guys. Back to your reading. Let's go. Okay, Leo, I am back with story number 3. Story number 3, we start with physical injury. For a lot of people, this is, hey, you've just been busted up. Maybe this happened before. This is the attachment card, so I don't think I'm projecting for the future what is going to happen in March. In case some of you do get injured, though, or hurt yourself, this could be minor from stubbing your toe. This could be serious as far as tweaking an ankle, something like that, or anywhere in between here. Then come back and check out story 3. But for most of you, this has already happened before, because this is Spirit's way of saying, hey, this is your story. Pay attention, Leo. Okay, so we have injury. And this can also be beaten up, because we did talk about this can be like a work/love corner thing. Your love corner is a big place too. We already talked about work, but love corner is anybody close to your heart. This can be about close friends. This can be about family members, or your relationship directly, or your love pursuits directly. So what they show is that this message is intertwined, and maybe for some of you it could be love at work too. Somehow, that's kind of moving in here. So here's what we got. There's a lot of moving parts here, so I'm just going to kind of throw it all out at you in a general reading. If you're looking for, if this captures your attention and you want something more personal, private, I offer a wide variety of services on my website, scottsagent.com, and we can narrow that out for you. In a general reading, this is tough because we do have so many of you here, so much bubble energy that we're sharing with my great Leos. So here's what we got. They got a brand new journey going on, and this is with somebody else. They bring in another person here or another entity. So this is either like you and a partner, is if you're already partnered up, or this is you going on the new journey to find a partner, or your pursuits of love, because they show you looking directly at a weird heartbreak. A weird heartbreak. In this deck, it is portrayed as not your typical heartbreak. This is just something weird. Maybe it's something from the past. Maybe it's something that has happened. Like I said, it's partly work too. This can be a work message. So kind of, I don't want to tie it down too tight. I want you guys to kind of be able to grasp the context of the main concept of what's going on here. So we have a weird kind of heartbreak thing that's really affected you, but they bring up this new journey. So this new journey is a new beginning. Maybe some of you talking about the physical injury, they're talking about some of you have really been beaten up pretty bad in love. Okay, maybe in the past. Again, maybe it's not about now. And if it is about now, then of course you know what you got to do. You got to find a place where you have relationship harmony, which is my angel card, my angel oracle card, relationship harmony. It says in the card that the angels are opening their hearts to everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved at this time. So that kind of infers also that there has been some tough times before in the love corner. So whether that's with a friend of yours, a sibling of yours, or a love direct, or maybe just the past, like we talked about. There's a lot of past kind of flow in here. Whatever it is, they're saying that this is a time for resolution. March is it. So if you need to reach back out to somebody that you've lost touch with, or that, hey, apologize for something like that. Great time to do it in March, guys. Reach back out, can make these love connections, these people that are close to your heart, whether it's romantic love or whether it's platonic love, it doesn't matter. The universe is just love. That's just what it is in general. So it's a great time to get this stuff settled out. It's time to take that brand new journey. They do talk about being conservative. So, you got to set limitations. You got to not, don't overdo yourself, but do what you're comfortable with. And, don't let this weird heartbreak, whatever it is, really hold you down. Okay, that's really what they don't want you to do. They're saying that this is a mental thing, a mental block, if you will, and don't let it affect your future. Okay, so big time for the past, big time for the future. Don't let the past affect the future. That's story 3, guys, and it's been an interesting storyline here. Let's grab a runestone before we do your chakra scrub. Those are already mixed up. Give them one more swirl. Ready to go. Leo runestone. Gotta be this one right here. And we talked about this earlier in story 1. This is the rune of strength. Strength, guys. So they want you to act out of strength, not out of weakness. Be strong. Be courageous in March. Stand up for yourself. Do something you wouldn't normally do. In strength, it's the Spirit's way of saying, like I said before in story 1, that you have all the tools and to act courageously. So great runestone to kind of bring it all together. And like I said, we have the strength card directly in story 1, so it's just it's totally synchronistic reading here. Let's grab your chakra scrub. Let's see how many cards I used. I'm at my limit. If I used any more cards, I would reshuffle, but since I only used 10, we're good. So I'm going to run it right now. That'll save me some editing work later, which I'm always appreciative about. So we're going to run the chakra scrub, guys. I pull the cards 1 through 7. I may read them in a different order, but here we go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And keep in mind, too, that we are sharing this bubble energy with a bunch of wonderful Leos. And the chakra scrub, if this is something that interests you, the spiritual health stuff, looking into all your chakras, this is something that I offer as a personal product on scottsagent.com as part of the mini audio series. It is very affordable. It is also very convenient. You don't even have to be there for the reading. I record it in audio and send it to your email. Nice and easy. You just need 2 cards here, angel cards. And I also have a lot of inverts, I do believe. So I do need to check if Spirit wants to leave it that way or if we're going to upright everything. And they say leave it, so we're going to leave it just the way it is. I'm going to start at the top and work down, guys. Work top to bottom. Because we have a big theme at the bottom, and that's why I want to end there. So, chakra number 1, your top. This is the way I do it. I go top to bottom. So, your chakra at the top is your crown chakra. This is your connection to the lunar, the solar, the space radiation, the higher planes of existence, all that kind of stuff. Here they talk about lessons being learned, but you don't really do a lot with this crown chakra. This can also fall into those moon cycles that we just talked about. So use that full moon energy. Use that new moon energy, guys. They're saying that you Leos can have great success doing so, but you don't really do it. Okay, you got to do it. You want the payoff, you got to do the work, right? So that's what they show. But that's also an indicator that your crown chakra is very strong. So it's there for a reason. Okay, guys, we move down into third eye. Third eye is, excuse me, the incense is kicking my butt today. Breathing that in all day long. Third eye is talking about just don't do anything weird here. This is your third eye, like in here. This is your deep intuitive, your deep dreaming state, lucid dreaming, as well as meditative state. You use a lot of third eye stuff for imagery. This is, in this deck, this is kind of the only kind of way Spirit has to tell me this, but just don't do anything weird, okay? So no like super weird, like witchy, ritual, culty, bizarro things here, okay? Just kind of do the proven methods. Don't do anything new and crazy, okay? So let's just kind of keep things conservative with your third eye, especially in March. When we get down to the next one down here, this is your throat chakra. This is your expression, your communication here. They're showing that there's something new trying to come in here. Maybe it's an idea that you want to get out, okay? You have this great idea. We talked about the timing earlier, not being right for work type stuff. It can be about that. It can be, you know what, just keep your mouth shut about this. Don't tell other people if you got a great idea. Just because you're not ready to launch it doesn't mean you should tell the world and let them steal your idea, right? So there's something here in this area of expression and communication that is just not here now. And if this is an area that is interesting to you, or interests you, I should say, I have a guided meditation for this. It's free. It's on YouTube. It is also on scottsagent.com. And that just kind of helps open this up. It's just a guided meditation you use headphones on and listen to for free. And that is something that can help you express yourself and communicate better and more freely if that's something that you struggle with. And I also need to tell you guys that a chakra scrub came up for all of the fire signs in March. I had no chakra scrubs last month, just to kind of show you how rare that is. And all of the fire signs got a chakra scrub this month, and nobody else. So you think there's some kind of something going on here with my fire signs? I would say so. So we got to get that spiritual thing, the spiritual health kicking, guys. Let's move down. This is heart. Heart shows a drastic change, shift in the wind here. It's the Tower card, so it's the breakdown and the rebuild. It's the process of that happens very quickly. The heart chakra is maybe torn. Okay, we talked about damage from the past in story 3. They bring in patience here, so you got to be calm with yourself. Be patient with yourself too. We also talked about that in story 1. So we have a whole bunch of convergence here going on at the same time in the chakra scrub. So, you know, just because you have a hole in your heart from pain or past trauma, it doesn't mean that you're broken. Okay, not at all. It just means you can rebuild, and you can rebuild differently. And in this case, the Tower has a big hole in it. That's why I said hole, because this is very visual reading. And they show a lot of birds around this hole. So, you know, not every hole is like damaged goods, is what Spirit's saying here. Just like, you know, a hole in a tree is damage to the tree. It's a home to a squirrel. It's a bird nest. It's whatever. Okay, so be patient. Okay, they're saying here that your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize, but still they need nurturing and patience. Patience is my angel card. Let's move down here, guys. Now we reach into, this would be the yellow, your willpower, your yellow chakra here. They are showing here blocked children coming in on a block. That's maybe willpower with doing something with the kids, maybe a vacation you promised them you got to go do, maybe you know, an event of some form that they have to do, that they need to do, want to do, something like that. So it's saying, you know, here you don't really want to do this, but you probably should, okay? And this can also be about childhood nostalgia too. So the will to, like, for example, go back to your hometown. Let's say, you know, you don't like going there because you know everybody and, you know, you grew up with them and it's just weird drama and stuff like that. Just a silly example, but they show childhood drama coming up, or childhood nostalgia coming up. Not necessarily drama. It could be a good thing too, but it's coming in blocks. So it's saying like you're resenting this, or you're not wanting to do it, but you got the willpower and you should probably will yourself through whatever they're talking about here. Very specific, probably just for a couple people there, but you know, there you go. You never know what Spirit's going to give you. And that's really why you need a personal private. So as we get to the bottom here, this is your orange chakra. This is your emotional center here. And they're saying emotions are a little of need here. We really need to get the orange going. Okay. It's not saying like it's a full neglect, but it's saying that it needs work. Your love corner needs the energy, your family, your friends. Getting yourself emotionally healed too. We talked about that earlier. So orange is your power color for this. You can use orange gemstones. You can use orange clothing. That really helps, as above, so below. So the color orange is your power color for anything emotional that you are dealing with or trying to persevere through. That'll really help kind of do the whole thing. Okay. Also guided meditations on the orange. That's not one that I have yet, but seeing that this is a ding here, a ping, we got a ping for it here. I am doing the rest of my guided meditations this year. I'll be working on them, and maybe that's the next one I'll work on. So I'll get back to you on that one. Let's move down to your root chakra, guys. Root chakra is saying that this is all about your choices here. And this is your grounding ability. This is your ability to, it's where the spirit meets the physical plane. And it's really all about you here. So the choices that you're making are your own. Don't feel like this is a fateful time. Okay, this is all about your choices in March. This is all about your decision-making process. Don't feel like, Spirit's got you on a path necessarily and that there's momentum and destiny to things that are going on in March. Spirit's saying, no, this is you right now. Like sometimes we control the levers, sometimes you control the levers, and right now you got the wheel, okay? You're driving the car. They say brilliant idea tier too. So a lot of you have inspiration going on. Like we talked about, don't share that idea with everybody, if you're not ready, if the timing's not right. So they say your idea is divinely guided. So it's a seed that Spirit has planted before, or a light bulb effect going off on your head, and an epiphany idea, like, an aha moment. Okay, Spirit's talking about that in a large idea. They want you to take this action and bring your idea to life. A lot of you have done that, they're telling me, and that's why they want you to take it to the next chapter. But some of you have not. And the root chakra is your ability to do that, because that's where the spirit realm and inspiration meets earth real life. Okay, so that concludes what has been a very good chakra scrub. And like I said, if you want one of these just for you, available as a personal product on scottsagent.com. That is your entire reading, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to like and subscribe so you see the future readings. I do these every single month. And have a great March.